learners, my name is Pascal and in this today's video I am going to talk about autotrophic nutrition. But before starting with it, welcome back to my channel. In this today's video I am going to talk about autotrophic nutrition. So first, we'll start from the term nutrition. What is the meaning of the term nutrition? Let me just explain. The word nutrition means the process. Okay, what is the meaning of nutrition? Nutrition is nothing but the process in which an organism consumes food into his or her body or its body, and the process or the nutrients which were acquired by organs is known as nutrition. Okay, so this is about the nutrition, and we have learned about nutrition since our lower classes. Okay, so now coming to nutrition and its types. So according to the mode of nutrition is classified into two types. Okay, and that is autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. So if I talk about autotrophic nutrition, it is subdivided into two types, and that is photoautotrophic nutrition and chemoautotrophic nutrition. So you can call it photoautotrophic nutrition as photosynthesis, or else chemoautotrophic nutrition as chemosynthesis. Alright, now coming to heterotrophic nutrition. According to heterotrophic nutrition, it is subdivided into four types, and that is parasitic plants, saprophytic plants, insectivorous plants, and symbiotic plants. In this video, what I am going to explain is, I am going to give a brief explanation or brief introduction of autotrophic nutrition, and I am going to detailedly explain about photosynthesis. Alright, so this is about the table. Okay, now coming to the autotrophic nutrition. So now before I have discussed detailedly about the table and its types, now coming to autotrophic nutrition. The word auto means self. What do you mean? Self, and trophic means nutrition. Okay? So the term or the word auto means self and trophic means nutrition. So the literal term of the autotrophic is self-nutrition. Okay? That means self-nutrition. So the definition of autotrophic nutrition is the process in which an organism prepares its own food using the simple inorganic materials is known as autotrophic nutrition. Let me just write it in the table. The definition is the process in which an organism prepare its own food using simple inorganic material, and that's autotrophic nutrition. So simple inorganic materials is nothing but like carbon dioxide, water. So these all comes under simple inorganic materials. And the examples of autotrophic nutrition are plants. Repeat my words, friends, learners. Plants, plants, cyanobacteria, and blue-green algae. Blue-green algae. So these are the examples of autotrophic nutrition. Okay. So plants comes under photosynthesis. Plants comes under photosynthesis, and in the next video I am going to talk about cyanobacterial blue-green algae process. Okay, now coming to the plants. So once we go outside, we can see many plants, different types of plants like neem trees, mango trees, herbs and shrubs. So these are different types of plants. But you do observe a common thing in it. I mean, it's anything common. So in humans, the common thing are eyes, nose, and mouth. So absolutely, I can agree that the common thing are leaves. Your answer may be leaves, stem, roots. These are the common things. Yes. Is there any answer from you? Is there any yes? Yes. That's chlorophyll. That means green color, green pigment. So why all plants are in green color? Because the plants which are in green color, those are known as autotrophs. So green plants are capable for making or producing or manufacturing the food. Alright. So green plants are called as autotrophs. So autotrophs is nothing but an organism which can prepare its own food, and that particular organism is called as autotroph. Alright, so there are other plants which they are not capable for manufacturing the food, and those plants are known as heterotrophs, where we are going to discuss about heterotrophic nutrition in the next video. Alright, now we will discuss about the photosynthesis. Alright, photosynthesis. The word photosynthesis, if I divide, the word photo means light, okay, and synthesis. Synthesis means to put together, okay, to put together. This meaning for photosynthesis. So photosynthesis is nothing but we have discussed. We have learned photosynthesis from our lower grades. Photosynthesis is nothing but the process in which an organism prepares its own food by using the carbon dioxide and water in the presence of chlorophyll in plants and sunlight, which they can produce or make sugar and oxygen, and that is known as photosynthesis. Alright, so in photosynthesis, the most of the process, that means the main thing in photosynthesis is first the plants they will detect or understand the light energy. Light energy is nothing but sunlight, carbon dioxide, and all this comes under light, okay, light energy. So first they'll detect and they'll try to convert it into chemical energy. Chemical energy is nothing but end products. End products means sugar, glucose and oxygen. This comes under end products. Alright. So now coming to the parts of the plant. So now I am going to explain detail how the plants prepare the food. So first, leaf. The structure of the leaf looks like this. So maybe parallel venation and okay, this is a structure of the leaf. So most of the photosynthesis process, that means most of the process or the preparation of the food mostly occurs on the leaf. That means the food is mostly prepared on leaf, or the photosynthesis process occurs on leaf. So that's what leaves are known as food factories of plant. So leaf is called as food factory of a plant. Okay, so leaf in the leaf there are many layers. Okay, in the middle layer, that is called as mesophyll layer. Mesophyll layer. So this is a layer which is in the middle of the leaf. So here the photosynthesis process happens. Alright, here the photosynthesis process happens. So the leaf, what it does is, in leaf, you know, chlorophyll and stomata, so these are all present in the leaf. So that's what leaf, the photosynthesis process mostly occurs on leaf. That means mostly on mesophyll layer. Mesophyll layer is nothing but middle layer. Alright, so let me rub the board. Now coming to the chlorophyll. So chlorophyll is a green pigment. Chlorophyll is a green pigment. Which is present in leaves, and that is known as chlorophyll. So chlorophyll is which is in a type of the green color. So chlorophyll mostly plays a major role in the photosynthesis process. So chlorophyll is present in chloroplast. Do you actually know what is the meaning of chloroplast? Yes, chloroplast is a cell organelle. Cell organelle is nothing but, we all know the cells. So for human beings, they have human cells. For animal cells. So like that only for plants also plant cells. So in plant cells there is a cell organelle called chloroplast. So in chloroplast, chlorophyll is present. Let me draw the diagram. Draw a diagram. So this is the structure of the chloroplast. So let me label the parts. So this is the outer membrane. This is the outer membrane, and this is the inner membrane. Alright. This is the intermembrane space. I'm sorry, intermembrane space, and this is thylakoid, and this is inside lumen. The connector one is lamella. Okay, inside the fluid which is present, that is stroma, and this lack of thylakoid is called as granum. So this is the structure of the chloroplast. So here there are various parts. So here the chlorophyll is present. Alright. So this is the inside, the fluid which is present inside the cell organelles. That fluid name is stroma. Alright. So the intermembrane. So the membrane between the inner membrane and outer membrane, this the space which you can see, this is called as intermembrane space. This is called thylakoid. So one thylakoid, this is one thylakoid. So this lack of thylakoid is called granum. Alright, granum. And inside the thylakoid, which I have drawn this one, this is called lumen. Alright, this is the structure of the chloroplast. According to this, the function were vitally or preferentially. Alright, this is the structure of chloroplast. So this is about chlorophyll. So thylakoid is a disc-shaped cell organelle, and lamella is connected to slack of thylakoids. Alright. Now coming to the stomata. I hope most of you guys called to stomata as tomato as well. Even this makes me really funny. Okay, stomata is called as stomata. We all know stomata is looks like in a type of structure. So this is a living thing. This looks like inside. This looks like cell, but it is actually a living thing which is present in the leaves. So if you observe under the microscope, if you take a small piece of leaf by keeping the iodine solution, if you observe under the microscope, then you can see stomata cells. Alright, so stomata, which in the plant, so stomata is known as the kitchen of the plant. What we call stomata is known as kitchen of the plant. The stomata is called as kitchen of the plant because stomata, they are responsible for absorbing the carbon dioxide, whatever the environment is getting, and that carbon dioxide is absorbed by the stomata, and stomata, it converts the carbon dioxide to oxygen and water, and oxygen and water is sent to atmosphere as a byproduct. Okay, so stomata, it absorbs carbon dioxide and it produces oxygen and water as byproduct. Okay, this is what stomata plays a major role in the plant. So first, stomata, once it absorbs the carbon dioxide, it slowly it transfers to all the parts of the plant where they can get equally the carbon dioxide. Alright, so the stomata, now let me draw the structure of the stomata. So first I will draw open stomata. So okay, this is the open stomata diagram and closed stomata. I'm sorry as I'm not that much good in drawing, sorry. Okay, this is the structure of the open stomata and closed stomata. So this is the cell wall. As you can see here, the cell wall. This is chloroplast. Chloroplast. This is the nucleus. Okay. So this is the vacuole. Okay. And inside this is the guard cell. What do you call it? Good. So this is the structure of the stomata of open stomata and closed stomata. So open stomata, that means, so why I draw this open stomata and closed stomata, because so once the water is present around the stomata, so the stomata will get a signal type. Okay, so it will get signal that water is coming. You should open it. You should open in order to receive the water inside. So the stomata will open and water goes inside the stomata and it closes. So the stomata shrinks when the water goes inside. So when it shrinks, it closes its cell wall or completely like this, as you can see here, and it absorbs. So inside the water, all this water will transform to all parts, and then when the stomata needs more water or carbon dioxide, it opens and it closes and it sends to all parts. So that's what when the stomata need. So that's what you can observe the stomata open when that at the time where they absorb the carbon dioxide and water, and you can observe that in some cases the stomata which is closed where there is insufficient water and carbon dioxide in it. This is about the stomata. Okay, now Now coming to the roots. Roots. As you can see here, even I'll draw the structure of a plant. Now coming to the roots. So this is the structure of the roots. So once the water is poured inside, so this is the H2O. H2O is nothing but water. This water flows slowly. It goes near to the roots and it goes slowly inside like this, and it passes to every part. Okay, every part. So this is the process of the photosynthesis. So as I have drew the diagram, let me explain the photosynthesis process. So first, the leaf. You can see the structure of the leaf. So in leaf, we all know chlorophyll and stomata is present. So once the sunlight the sunlight produces, when sunlight gives to all the parts, then the plant, what it does is, the stomata which is present in it, it absorbs the sunlight along with carbon dioxide, which is released by animals and human beings and other organisms, and that is converted to oxygen. First they'll send to all the parts. Okay, they'll send to all the parts, and then the remaining left, the left one of carbon dioxide, that is converted to oxygen and it is released to environment, where the human beings, or where they inhale the oxygen and exhale the carbon dioxide, where the carbon dioxide is sent back to the plant, where again plants convert to carbon dioxide, oxygen, and it is sent to environment, where again human beings inhale, exhale. This is the process, or this is cycle type of process. Alright, okay, so this is about the photosynthesis process, guys. So at the ending, I would like to talk about the purpose of the photosynthesis. Let me just erase so that you can't distract with the background of this. Okay, I think somehow I have done now of the Autotrophic Nutrition. So now coming to the purpose of the photosynthesis. So the purpose of the photosynthesis is, so first, photosynthesis need nutrients. So nutrients means is like carbon dioxide and water. So at last I would like to give you the formula of photosynthesis. So CO2 plus H2O gives out C6H12O in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. CO2 is nothing but carbon dioxide, H2 is nothing but water. So carbon dioxide plus water, what they does is they prepare sugar. Sugar means sugar. Okay. So this sugar is produced with the help of the carbon dioxide, and water in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight. Okay, this is the formula of the photosynthesis. So at the end, before I have said that I'll discuss about the purpose of the photosynthesis. So now I'm going to discuss. So first, before start, for plant, we know that plant need water and carbon dioxide. So if plant can acquire these both things, so plant can start making the food. So once the carbon dioxide and water is received, then the chlorophyll and stomata and the sunlight, in the presence of sunlight, they can start preparing, and they will convert the carbon dioxide and water to oxygen and glucose, and this glucose is further made into cellulose, okay, and starch. Alright, so and then this the glucose is will produce energy, and then the energy is converted to carbohydrates, and then the carbohydrates is sent to leaves, where the heterotrophic animals or humans, they will eat these leaves. Okay, so this is the process, this is the purpose. And if there are no plants, guys, if there are no plants, so what can we imagine how our life will be? It will be totally what we say, our life would be completely blank. Okay, so if we doesn't have plants, then how can we eat? Then we'll start eating animals. If there are no plants, we'll start eating animals. So if we'll eat animals, suddenly all the animals will disappear. So if we eat, the animals will reduce in population. So what can we eat else? Then we'll start eating slowly papers and all the things which are surrounded around us, and then with the hungerness we'll die. So this is the result. So we know that UNESCO and other actors and actresses, they have started many projects, okay, in order to save environment. So if I talk about Leonardo DiCaprio, he is one of the greatest actor. Okay, so he started the Leonardo DiCaprio Foundation, where he started his career as where he became an environmentalist along with the actor. Okay, so environmentalist, he had donated much more money to each country, so he had planted more trees, I think nearly to 1 lakh of trees. Okay, so like this we need to conserve trees or plant trees. All right, if we plant trees, then what's the problem for us? We cannot get any problem if we plant trees. All right, so by this I would like to pass the bar. What join the pass the. Okay, so economically and biologically, plants are really important to other organisms. So let me summarize or recap the photosynthesis process. So first, nutrition is divided into two types, and that is autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. And autotrophic nutrition is further or subdivided into two types, and that is photoautotrophic nutrition and chemoautotrophic nutrition. You can call it photoautotrophic nutrition as photosynthesis or chemoautotrophic nutrition as chemosynthesis. Now, if I talk about heterotrophic nutrition is subdivided into four types, and that is saprophytic plants, parasitic plants, insectivorous plants, and symbiotic plants. So these are the subdivided into four types. Now coming to the autotrophic nutrition. So the word autotrophic nutrition, auto means self, and nutrition means trophic means nutrition. The literal term is self-nutrition. That means the definition of autotrophic nutrition is an organism in which the food, they can prepare their own food using the simple inorganic materials, and that is known as autotrophic nutrition. And the examples are plants, cyanobacteria, and blue-green algae. So they are organisms which are capable to prepare their own food, and those are known as autotrophs. And green plants are called as autotrophs, whereas other plants are known as heterotrophs. So why other plants are called as heterotrophs, I will discuss in the later or next video. And then now coming to the photosynthesis. So photosynthesis is nothing but it's a process in which a plant prepare its own food by using the carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll in the plants, where they prepare the end products of glucose and oxygen. That is known as photosynthesis. Alright, so photosynthesis, most of the process occurs in the leaf, in the mesophyll layer or the middle layer, where because in the leaves, that's what leaves are known as food factories, and in the mesophyll layer most of the process occurs. Okay, now chlorophyll, we all know that green pigment which is present in plants, that is known as chlorophyll. That's what I have said, that green plants are known as autotrophs, where they're capable of preparation of food on their own. Alright, now coming to the chlorophyll. So chlorophyll is present in chloroplast. Chloroplast is nothing but it's a cell organelle which is present in a plant cell or stomata. Alright, so chloroplast, if I talk about the parts of chloroplast, and that's is thylakoid, granum, and the liquid which is stroma, and outer membrane, inner membrane, inner membrane space. Okay, inside the thylakoid there's lumen and the slack of thylakoid or granum, which is connected a pipe-like structure, and that is called as lamella. Okay, so this is a structure of the chloroplast. Now coming to the stomata. Stomata is known as the one of the major major part of the plant. So stomata is one of the most important thing, because stomata is one of the living structure in the leaves. All right, stomata, they stomata where they play a major role, like absorbing the carbon dioxide and sending this carbon dioxide to different parts of the plants, and the remaining left carbon dioxide, when they convert it into oxygen, then they'll release in atmosphere, and water they'll release in atmosphere as byproducts. Alright, this is about the stomata, and the roots they'll absorb the water and they'll send to all the parts of the plants. So this is how the photosynthesis process happens. So until here, I think you guys have got an idea how the plants prepare their own food by performing vital functions or different functions. So this is about autotrophic nutrition, and in the next video I'm going to talk about the heterotrophic nutrition. Bye guys, and we'll meet in the next video in the heterotrophic nutrition. In the next video I'm going to talk about the heterotrophic nutrition. So I think if you have any doubts regarding autotrophic nutrition, you can click on the description button and you can send a doubt or a quick message to my email. Okay, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click bell icon for latest updates. Until then, bye guys, see you in the next video.